After getting his third DWI, this defendant pleaded for leniency. But Judge Boyd wasn't convinced, especially after pulling his record and seeing a long trail of failed rehab attempts. This time, she was ready to get serious. Will he
All
succeed in
right, you entered a
convincing her to
plea
give him another
on
chance?
January 13th, a guilty to the offense of driving while intoxicated, third or more. And see, the problem is you've been on probation before for DWI, and there's a motion to revoke file, and you were continued, and then you were terminated unsatisfactorily. All right, court is calling 2024 CR 3163, State of Texas versus Enrique Soriano. Can I have parties announced for the record? For the state,
Andrew Harris Edelman.
defense,
George Sharman on behalf of Mr. Soriano.
and are you Mr. Soriano?
Yes, Judge.
All right, you entered a plea on January 13th, a guilty to the offense of driving while intoxicated, third or more. PSI and TAP evaluation were ordered. According to your plea bargain agreement, the state recommends community supervision. They're asking that your punishment be assessed at 4 years in the prison. Have both parties had a chance to review the PSI and TAP evaluation? State,
Yes, Judge.
defense,
Yes.
any objection? State,
No, Judge.
defense.
No objections.
All right, anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Would you explain to you're applying for probation? Is that right?
Yes, applying for probation.
And tell her about your family and what's happening with you.
So back in November, my wife,
Well, you want to raise your right hand?
yes,
Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
yes, I do.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Enrique Soriano.
All right, what would you like to say?
So back in November, my wife lost her grandpa and she was having like breakdowns. So she got prescription medication, which is I think like escalates. So she was taking that for a couple weeks, and then she had like a screening for a hernia. So she had stopped taking them for the whole week. That caused her to get a mental illness. So she had to get hospitalized at the specialty transplant hospital for psychosis and bipolar 1. So that caused a whole bunch of stuff. She can't drive. She has to have to take care of her basically. And she relapsed back in January, still with the same thing, psychosis and all of that stuff. So I had to take 2 months off in order for me to take care of her. I just recently started working again in January, but I still got to take care of her. I got to take care of my 2 kids. I got to go to work. So I'm the only one in the household working now. So I'm the only one paying all the bills. I got 2 car notes, rent, my kids' food, things like that. So I'm picking my kids up from school. I'm the one taking them to school, picking them
Your
up.
problem is that they're asking for inpatient treatment. That's what we need to get to the point. So what you're giving me is reasons why you don't want to do inpatient treatment. But it's not addressing the underlying problem, which is they say you need inpatient drug treatment.
Judge, if I could,
Excuse me, we're on the record.
I would hope that you could give him intensive outpatient treatment and hold that other in abeyance, because I think he's going to do well with that, but he's got to help his family. He's got to be there for them.
State.
State agrees with the recommendation of the supervision department.
All right, the recommendation says inpatient treatment, or they say I could consider intensive outpatient treatment. How many children do you have?
I have 2 year-old,
What are their ages?
8 and 6.
And what is your work schedule?
Tuesday through Saturday, 10 to 7.
That's 10 a.m.
Yes, ma'am.
to 7 p.m.
Yes, Judge.
All right, so who's looking after children during those times?
My wife is.
So I
Yeah.
mean, he trusts her to look after the children from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m.
Do you have any other help with you?
We do have a support system, yes.
Who's your support system?
So family members, family friends, we recently moved, so my brother's down the street now. But it was very intensive as far as like getting her stabilized. So we have been seeing her psychiatrist, on a monthly basis. So she's really stable. So she's able to watch the kids. She's not a danger to herself or anyone around her. It was just the relapse. She still can't drive and none of that.
And see, the problem is you've been on probation before for DWI, and there's a motion to revoke file. and you were continued, and then you were terminated unsatisfactorily. Is there anything else?
Judge, that's what we're asking for. Intensive outpatient.
All right, this is what the court is going to do. The court is going to sentence you to 4 years in the prison, suspended and probated for 4 years. There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person. Excuse me, you all are blocking probation. There's going to be proof of employment within 30 days. No employment as a home health care provider or with minors. 2-year license suspension. And state, you may be excused.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, see, we already violating the rules. There is to be victim impact panel live, DWI education, regular random UAs, ignition interlock for half the term, 200 hours of community service restitution. I'm going to order parenting classes. Once that's completed, the community service hours will be deemed satisfied. Field visits 1 time per month for 6 months. There's to be a referral to felony drug court. That's to be in custody. If not accepted, then SATF. And what I can tell you is felony drug court will see you before the week is out. Probation, is there anything else? And I'm sorry, also DWI intervention. All right, is there anything else you need from the court in order to be successful?
No, Judge.
I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, sir.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, Judge.
All right, so have a seat in the box. They'll take you into custody. Yes. And probation, if you can make sure that the referral to felony drug court is completed today, please.